Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent, bringing you episode 2 of the new Let's Play of Let's Play Deathlord Relorded. Today, we're looking at the manual so that in the next time we play, we're going to be a lot better prepared and get our stuff sorted. Let's go ahead and make this full screen. Very cool. Artwork here. You can check it out. Let me see if I can zoom it properly. There we go. Check it out. Deathlord. We're going to go through the whole manual and check it out. Just like I said, so we know what's going on, how to play the game better, and such and so forth like that. Emperor's Exhortation. Once my kingdom knew peace, now it only knows evil. Renegade forces have infested my realm, destroying Kodan's second largest city. Their provocations continue unabated, threatening the safety of my people and making travel unsafe in many parts of my kingdom. They approach the seat of my power, lurking insolently in the catacombs under my castle. At the head of the devilry is an outcast wizard. Plans to dispatch him have failed, as he has set up magical barriers that have befuddled even my most experienced scouting parties. As the 9th Emperor of the Kingdom of Kodan, I call upon you, brave adventurers, to seek out the source of this living malice and restore calm and civility to Kodan. For your success, I promise these riches, 100,000 pieces of gold, and choice southern lands for each member of your party. Beyond these, you will bring honor to your family name, a name which will be repeated through the centuries with great reverence. Whether you are driven by ancestral duty or adventurous desire, go forth with fortune in your future. Be diligent in your journey. Gird yourself for battle. Recover from the setbacks that may befall you, and above all, pleasure in the nobility of your cause. Remember, he who fights and dies is honored, but he who fights and lives is honored and rewarded. Emperor Nakamoto. Greetings from the Deathlord. Stupid adventurers, your weak party is not enough to stop even my most slack-spined drone. I would encourage you to stay in the security of your little homes, but I thrive on misery and dread. Your futile quest to stop me is sure to yield just that. Even if you defeat my lowly pawn, you still must answer to me face to face. Should you insist on pursuing this fatal course, I offer these clues. 7 words, 6 items, and your ineptitude prevent us from meeting. Go now and prepare to embrace your emperor in my hell. Your goal in Deathlord is to identify and defeat the source of evil loose in the world of Lorne. If you succeed, you'll earn the gratitude of the Emperor of Kodan and his promised reward. To do this, you need to collect clues and articles. You also need to build up your party, gathering strength and knowledge to help you accomplish your aims. Okay, so here we get a better look at the races and all the classes and all that, so that'll be good. Humans are hardy and strong, which incidentally makes them the predominant race in Lorne. Of all the races, only humans can be a member of any class. Toshis are intelligent, which makes them good magic users. They may be physically weak, but they've got long lives. The Nin Toshi is a hybrid of human and Toshi, being smarter than the stronger, and the latter. They excel in almost any class. Kobito. This dour, durable race has magnificent stamina. Although they aren't large, they are strong and tough. Kobitos prefer to avoid the magic arts since they have a tough time casting spells. Their best as fighters or thieves. The Gnome is like the Kobito, but has a greater respect for nature and is more social. Gnomes also like to use magic, with Genkai high on class potential. The Obaki is a darker and dumber version of the Toshi. Tiny and nimble, they make fine thieves and assassins. The Trolls, these homely humanoids, are strong but fairly slow-witted for spellcasting. Senshi is the best class for them, but if truly desired, you can make a troll a Shisai. Ogre is a hybrid species of human and troll. The ogre is stronger than the human and brighter than the troll. They're usually fighters and thieves, but can also become decent Shisais. Attributes. All characters have 7 mental and physical attributes, each ranging from a value of 3 to 21. While values are distributed randomly, you have a measure of control over each character's values when you create your party. During the course of play, a character's attributes will rise and fall as events occur. Strength is the amount of damage your character can inflict on an opponent during combat. You'll want to make your fighting character strong. Constitution is your character's health and ultimately his or her ability to survive. A character with a higher constitution is tougher to kill. Size. Fighters tend to be large while magic users are small. Big characters are better at smashing down doors and doing other things where greater mass is an advantage. Intelligence is a character's mental capacity. High intelligence for magic users improves their spellcasting abilities and lets them recover power faster. Dexterity is agility and nimbleness. High dexterity helps your character avoid hits and land the first blow during combat. Dexterity is also important to thieves for success in picking locks, avoiding traps, and stealing merchandise. And charisma is your character's physical beauty and persuasive abilities, which can affect transactions or negotiations. Then there's power, a character's magical aptitude. It's important to spellcasters since power determines the number of spells they can cast. Power is consumed on a 1-to-1 ratio, i.e. a 4th level spell costs 4 power points. Now here's the good stuff too, the classes. Ansatsusha. These assassins are better fighters than the Yakuza and also have a greater selection of weapons. They possess limited thieving abilities. The Senshi are ultimate mercenaries. Senshi hire out to any mission that pays well. The combat-hungry Senshi can wear any armor and use any weapon. Genkai confuses and befuddles opponents with a variety of illusions. Their numbers are fewer than the Mahatsukai. Kichigai, come battle time, Kichigais go in a frenzy which gives them great strength but leaves them prone to attacks from opponents. Like the Yabanjin, they avoid heavy restrictive armor. Kichi, these noble warriors are dedicated to the principles of honor, justice, and order. They also enjoy casting a Shisai spell or two. The peasant Kosakus are the untouchables of the realm, mainly because nobody would care to touch them. The Mahatsukai, this rare class is highly respected. They may be weak fighters, but they have a variety of potent spells to neutralize and slay opponents. The ninjas are specialists in hand-to-hand combat, as befits a secret order. They also aren't too bad with conventional weapons. Ronins are corrupt brutes who look out only for themselves. They enjoy a kicking, gouging fight where they can employ dirty tricks. A patron deity supplies the evil Ronin with a few Shisai spells. The Ryoshi, this solitary class of scouts and trackers, is skilled with all types of weapons, although they favor bows and axes. For maximum mobility, they should wear light armor. Ryoshi enjoy working with Shizen orders. Samurai, another honorable order. The samurai takes pride in his or her fighting technique. Samurais reach their skill peak with special weapons of honor. Shisai of different lands share common rituals and spells. They use medium-weight armor and smooth weapons and can cast many curative and protective spells. The Shizen is a secretive class. Shizens like the outdoors, drawing from nature to cast spells. Metal armor cuts their casting power, so they usually don leather armor. Shukenja. These disciples of holiness resemble ninjas in makeup, but train for enlightenment and not assassination. Less skilled than the ninja in combat, the Shukenja compensates with some spellcasting abilities. The Yabanjin, northern and primitive to the core, Yabanjin are instinctive survivalists and tough in a fight. What they lack in technique, they make up for in sheer meanness. Yabanjin shun heavy armor. And the Yakuza. The cunning Yakuza is best at lockpicking and trap neutralizing and not so good at fighting. For extracurricular activities, the Yakuza enjoy stealing from merchants. Alignment. In most cases, there are 3 alignments to choose from, good, neutral, or evil. Alignment has some bearing on what characters can be put together in a group. Characters who are innately good or evil will have their alignments assigned automatically. Sex. The character's sex has little bearing on his or her abilities to carry out a task. Female fighters are just as capable of handling a dragon its head as male fighters. Options charts. Okay, minimum statistics required. Class availability to the race. Racial statistic ranges. Party leader. You designate a party leader who automatically performs all actions. The party leader is the one whose name is highlighted on the roster. You can change it by pressing N. Having a party leader doesn't mean that the fate of the group lies in the hands of one, because you can override the party leader and have any character perform any action at any time. Let's say you want to lock pick. There's 2 ways to do it. 1, press P for pick lock and then enter a direction that will attempt and that the attempt will be made. The party leader automatically picks the lock since you didn't designate a character to do it. Number 2, press P, enter a character number from 1 to 6, then enter the direction that the attempt will be made. The character you chose does the work in this case. Combat. Negotiating is an option with some monsters, though others will dismiss entreaties with carnivorous disdain. Sometimes it's wisest to have individuals retreat or have the entire party flee. Weapons and armor. This is good. We'll go ahead and look at this while we're playing the game to see what they can wear. Weapons and armor glossary. We can see what they are. The bow staff is a walking staff. We saw the Hareate is a chest plate. The Harami Do is studded leather. Okay, that'll come in useful. Your characters can expect to be injured in combat or from trying to force entry into certain areas. Time usually heals these wounds, but certain spellcasters can hurry the process along with curative spells. But if spellcasters lose too much power, they may temporarily lose their ability to use certain spells. The more exotic forms of damage, like poison and disease, require more than rest to overcome. Sometimes it takes a spell. Other times a drink from a magical spring is the cure. There are also a number of temples throughout Lorne offering healing services with a proper donation, of course. Death is not necessarily the end. For those unfortunate ones who die in the early stages of the game, resurrections are offered in a number of temples and religious establishments for a fee. High-level spells can restore life. There are also rumors of items which possess great magical power that can bring back the dead. Game's over when the whole party dies. Experience. Pretty basic. Find a training center and pay a fee to advance a level. Getting around, money, equipment. Time passes. When the sun goes down and darkness dims your way, you can either camp for the night or light a torch and keep going. Sunrise begins at about 4 a.m. and sundown is 6 p.m. Maps. A word about teleporters. A quick blink of the screen combined with the fact you're somewhere entirely different or not getting anywhere at all suggests that you've been teleported. Areas, buildings and places. Castle, city, dungeons, fortresses, pyramids. Neat. Ruins, temples, towers, towns, village. Objects. Knowing the common items can help you in your quest. So we can look at these different items that we get. Commands. Here we go. Attack. Board, disembark, break camp, cast. Drop, enter, search, flee. The sooner you use this command during combat, the better your chances that you get to flee. Get item, opens chests, coffins, and coffers. Hide, successfully hide the party from monsters. North, west, east, light torch, south, new leader, negotiate, orate. Type one of the following. Buy, purchases merchandise, sell, chat, simulates casual conversation, talk, attempts to get information, inquire, causes RE, short for regarding, to appear. Type in the subject of interest to get specific information. There we go. Offer gold, offers a sum of money. Who says pay up? OI, offer item, offers a piece of equipment or item to someone. Nice. Pick lock, control P, pitch camp. This lets you camp for 1 to 24 hours. Time goes fastest when you pitch camp, enabling your characters to recover hit points and power quicker. Use this to also wait out the night hours, but don't sleep too soundly. You can still be attacked while you camp. Q saves game. R read, R retreat, smash, skip. To skip their attacks. Give, use, view, ready weapons. O for open hands, H for hand weapon, M for missile. That's what the OHM means. Eggs exchange lets you swap equipment with each other. Yell, type any word the character wants to say. During your journey, you'll find special words that characters will want to yell, sometimes in relation to a spell. Z, drink, to slaken the thirst of a dungeon waterhole. Display stats, return, show stats for the party leader. Escape aborts, control A uses to assign macros. We don't want that. Key causes the party to wait and do nothing for one move. Control S toggles the sound and off. Number sign uses to change the order of the party characters. Pull gold lets you pull the gold from members of the party and add to the sum of the character indicated. That's the dollar sign. That is the time lag. Spacebar, yeah. This up sign causes the character to help climb out of a pit after she or he has had the misfortune of falling into one. Spells, we can look these up during the game as we figure them out. Those were Shisai spells, then there's Shizen spells, Mahatsukai spells, Genkai spells, clues. As you journey from place to place, be sure to collect clues, mingle with the various individuals you meet in cities and towns, guards, warriors, fellow travelers, even mayors and sultans. Talking and inquiring are your best bets for eliciting clues, though a nice chat never hurt anyone. Some of the folks with key information are really shy. Be sure to look in odd corners for these wallflowers. Signs scattered throughout inhabited and uninhabited lands also provide clues. If you encounter a valuable lead, take out pencil and paper to make a note of it. Try committing it to memory and you'll soon forget the game completing clue. Clues can give you insight into certain problems, provide a part of a complex phonetic riddle, or even tell you where you can find someone or something. Emperor's tips. Explore an area thoroughly before moving on to another. You may miss important clues. Search walls for doors and passages. If you are first level, avoid going into the second or third level of the dungeon. Make short forays into the dungeon and keep the stairway close by. When you are low on spell power or hit points, get out of or avoid combat situations. If you assault one more monster, you may assault your very last monster. Diversify your party. Do not encumber yourself with 6 fighters who are unable to get out of a situation that one magic user could swiftly resolve with a spell. Distribute yourselves strategically within the group. You will not want your Shisai in the front line being disemboweled by a Cyclops while the samurai in the back row is spectating. Only the first 3 characters can attack or be attacked. Conserve your spells. There's no point in wasting a sleep spell on 2 gremlins when a dozen demons lay in wait around the corner. Save the game whenever something good happens to the party. Should you meet an untimely denies, you can recall your hard-earned spoils. Do not worry about equipping the entire party right away. Just make sure you're fighting front line. The first 3 characters have weapons at the outset. The inhabitants of my kingdom dislike those who initiate attack for the sheer joy of fighting. Avoid killing for fun unless you want to make your quest substantially harder. Return any documents that you find to me. You must also return to me a very special object required from an important battle if you wish to collect your reward. And that is it. Wow, is this a cool game. I can't wait to get into it. I hope this manual will help you guys kind of get a better idea of what's going on. And, of course, we're going to keep this up as we play to get into it more. I'm going to go ahead and make... There's a reference card, too, that just shows quick commands and such. We can leave that open, too. And then I'm also going to create a new text document that is Deathlord clues. And we're going to put it right here so we can type any clues we come across. Thank you for joining me. This is a quick video just to get an idea of what we're going to be doing. I'm going to re-roll my party next episode and kind of do it more by the book here. Now that I know more what I'm doing, we'll look up the different spells and weapons and stuff that we can use and do it proper like next time. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was interesting. Much love, peace, and joy, guys. And stay tuned for more Deathlord Relorded. It's going to be a lot of fun. Look at all these places we can visit. Wow. So long, guys.